the ecumenical patriarchate of religious freedom. And this is what this government is about, standing up for values that are timeless, values that reflect the best of America. And this vice president is one of the best Americans and one of the best vice presidents we had. Mr. Vice President, thank you for honoring the Archbishop and the Greek American community. And as we spoke about that day when he came to the Archdiocese, His Eminence said, you know, Mr. Vice President, or at that time, a governor, how honored we are that you've come, and you're a man of great faith, and that's what moves us in this community and in our church. So, Mr. Vice President and Karen, thank you very much for honoring us again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. The celebration of Greek Independence Day at the White House tomorrow. And I'm delighted to see the Archbishop again. He was gracious enough to welcome me and my family during the course of the campaign. We are grateful for your witness, for your ministry, and for your prayerful encouragement to our family. I'm also joined by my wife of 31 years, now the Second Lady of the United States of America. I bring greetings from the President of the United States. We just finished a long and busy day together, but our Chief of Staff, who is a proud Greek American named Reince Priebus, told us you were over here at the Blair house and said that you wouldn't mind us barging in on your dinner. That you honor in this occasion across the country each and every year. And I just know the President is very much looking forward to welcoming you all and celebrating the great contributions of Greek Americans to the life of this nation, past, present, and future. And so we wish you a wonderful evening tonight. Thank you for allowing us to join you, and we look forward to seeing you all at the White House tomorrow. God bless you all.
It constitutes a great honor, Mr. Vice President and Madam Second Lady of the United States, to be with us tonight after a long and difficult day. We appreciate it. That's quite an unusual situation, I have to tell you. It's not simply a surprise to have the Chief of Staff, now we have the Vice President of the United States on that day coming and visiting us. And we are really exceedingly touched by this coming tonight. I have to tell to the people here that when then it was a candidate, of course, it was not yet a vice president. He came to visit us in the Archdiocese. He came with his wife and his daughter. That signaled something, that this is a person that cares about family. It is a person that really loves, is connected with his family, and he goes and does everything as a family. And that gave a big message to us. So that was the number one thing. Number two, he was there for 1.5 hours. Do you think we talk politics? No. We talk issues that are important today for America, for the religious communities, and for the world. That's what we talk for 1.5 hours. And Mr. Vice President, I enjoyed the other day your presence and address with the Irish people. And you spoke so well, so beautifully. And you ended up by saying, I am an Irish too, connected. In addition to the green necktie, saying that your grandfather came to the States in 1920. Okay. Tonight you are here. You can say that you are from Greece or that your grandfather is from Greece. But I can tell the people that the origin and the essence of your thinking and nobility of mentality has to do with classic and really universal Greek.
It's Greek.
Success of your really, really tremendous work that you have to do, your blessed family, and this country. And thank you again for honoring us tonight. It's a great.
Know that there are people that wake up in the morning and they go to work. They want to do some simple things, but they want to work hard. They want to make a difference. They want to put their kids through school. They want to have a decent house. They want to retire, go on a vacation once in a while, and enjoy their life. I don't know about you, but that's not too much to ask for Americans across this country. But we lost that America. And one of the reasons why President Trump is in the White House is because Americans knew it. And no amount of spin and no amount of platitudes took away from the fact that we weren't where we needed to be. And the same old in Washington wasn't going to cut it anymore. And so renewed spirit of life for the idea of America, the idea of independence, the idea that every person in America could get an education or not, or go to work and work hard, and that we weren't going to be a country that's going to be taken advantage of anymore. We weren't going to go forward with bad trade deals with China and Mexico and watch our factories leave our towns like they did in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where they had Chrysler plants and General Motors. And people could have a good, decent life. And it all went away. We all acted like it didn't matter, that somehow or another it was all going to just work out. And Donald Trump was the voice to change all of that. I think that when we think about Greek Independence Day, I think about that ingenuity and the spirit of independence and the spirit that we can do anything we want to do if we put our hearts and our minds to it. In the book of, I say this verse once in a while, so I apologize to Father Alex and the Archbishop, but it always seems to come back to me at these dinners. In the book of Isaiah, in chapter 6, the day that King Uzziah, in the year of King Uzziah, Isaiah had a vision, and he looked up at heaven, if you recall the image, and he saw the Lord sitting on a throne, and there were seraphims and angels flying all around. And it was an incredible vision. It was so incredible that when Isaiah looked up, he fell to the ground because of the awness of what he looked at up in heaven. And as he was laying on the ground, he heard a voice from heaven. And the voice said, "Whom shall I send?" And without knowing the mission, without knowing what God was even asking, out of obedience, Isaiah said, "Here am I, send me." And I think about that spirit in Greek Independence Day tomorrow. I think the spirit of the Greek community that raises their hand and says, "Here am I, send me." And I remind myself of that verse. We wake up every day, and there's so many great people here. And George Safakis is to be extraordinarily commended for his hard work. And what he's done in the White House. Every day, it's something different for George. Today you had two 18-wheelers on the front lawn of the White House. It was Truckers' Day in the White House. Tomorrow it's Greek Day in the White House. But every day it's something different. He does a great job. And to George Jajikos and Alex and our adopted Italian Mike Ambrosini and so many other either Greeks or Greek wannabes We have something special here as a Greek community. We have something special, I believe very much so. I think, and it's really important, I think, to recognize that our priests and our leadership in the church, I really respect and admire what our priests have done for young people in politics, in cultivating relationships, the things that Father Alex and the Archbishop have done. I think it's extraordinary that they've brought the church so close to so many people here in Washington.